California is well known for its religious diversity. A big help for that occurred in the 1800s during the Gold Rush period. Multiple populations from various parts of the world entered in California for one sole purpose, and that was to make money. Little did they know that the population would bring about multiple different religions. Religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, Christianity, etc. This is California pluralism. I grew up in southern Orange County in a little beach town down south in California. It was called Dana Point. The town was beautiful. The beaches were crystal clear blue water, light white sand, and everyone seemed happy. It was a very mellow, very easy living town. Since it was so beautiful, it attracted people from all over the world. I remember growing up, I saw so many vacationers turn into residents after a weekend visit in my hometown. So growing up, I had a very diverse group of friends. I had a few friends' parents who were Buddhists, who were Hindu, who were Christians, who were Jews, and I had a few agnostic friends as well. My father was raised Catholic, and my mother was raised agnostic. However, as my father got older, he saw some problems within the Catholic religion and eventually stepped away from it. As he got older, he made some poor decisions which eventually made him hit a low point in his life, and he found Jesus. And to this day, he has been a Christian. When he met my mom actually converted to Christianity as well. She doesn't practice it as nearly as much as my father, but she still believes. So naturally, my father tried to put me in Christianity as well. But I was too young to really understand what it really meant to me. It had no meaning to me. But nonetheless, I admired my father, so I abided by what he thought was best for me. As I continued to grow up, I went into a Catholic school and learned Catholicism. I really struggled with that religion in particular just because of a few things, so I walked away from it as well. My father was a little upset that I didn't have a connection with God, but he understood because he thought about what he did growing up. So he told me that I guess I just have to figure it out all on my own. And so he never brought up religion, and I, for about a few years, had a pretty agnostic perspective on religion. I knew something was out there, but I didn't know what exactly, so I kind of just focused on different things, different hobbies, rather than religion. Then, once I came to Cal Poly in 2016, I noticed that the diversity within religion was much more significant in San Luis Obispo than it was in my hometown. I met some people that practice religions that I didn't even really hear of and study until this class, like Taoism, Muslim, and personal relationship with Jesus Christianity. So this opened up my eyes to an abundant amount of possibility within a religion that would best suit me. However, it wasn't until something happened to me just recently to the point where I really started to look into the bigger picture of what life is all about. And so I started to look into personal relationship with Jesus Christianity. And I found that to be a really good religion that correlated with my lifestyle. But without the fact of me living in a hometown with so many diverse religions, and then even coming to a college that had more religious diversity, I would have never come to the conclusion to being able to pick a religion that really best suited me. And I really only thought there was a few out there growing up, and I realized that there are so many. There are so many versions of Christianity, and so many versions of Hinduism, and so many versions of other multiple different religions because of the diversity and the privilege that I had of living and growing up in this state. California's pluralism is always going to be here, and it is going to continue to grow in the future. There are going to be multiple new religions and multiple choices for an individual to decide which one best fits them. Today, even though college is definitely taking up a lot of my time, I still want to try to reach a better connection with Jesus and with what I believe in. And I want to explore more significant ways on how I can have a better connection with him. I'm really grateful to be living in such a beautiful place that allows me to have openness within my faith and allows me to be able to choose really what I want to believe in. So at the end of the day, I can't thank the colonizers enough for allowing pluralism and coming to this beautiful place to binding multiple religions for an individual like myself to practice.